Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have got my 2026 planner lineup. I'm going to do a flip through for you guys. I did have to get a new monthly planner because the one that I'm currently using ends at the end of this year. So I'm going to go through that one first, and I'm actually going to show you guys what I'm using now and what I am going to start using next year. So like I said, I had to get a new monthly planner. So this is 2026 through 2030. So when I open it up, it is pretty straightforward. You've got personal information, you've got contact pages, which for me, I typically don't really use those just because I have it in my phone. So you've got a couple of contact pages. I do love actually how for this one, there is a ton of space. So if I was going to like write down like my kids' doctors and stuff, like there's plenty of space to do it here. And then on the next page, there's birthdays and important dates, anniversaries and whatnot. Sometimes I use these, sometimes I don't. It just depends on, I guess, how I'm feeling that day. But then you get right into your monthly spread. So this is January of 2026. So this is where I do a majority of my pre-planning for like big events. So this is all the way through, and you can see there's tons and tons of these wonderful monthly pages. And then in the back, there is passwords. I don't use these because if I should ever lose this, I do not want people to have my login information. And then there are like I love this. There's a habit tracker page, which is so cool because I'm such a geek. And then there's, of course, note pages in the very, very back. Yearly overview. And then there's a holiday chart back here. And then also a little folder pocket. So this is what I am transitioning to at the beginning of next year. And this is what I am currently using. It's a 2023 to 2025 monthly planner. And it is similar, but it is not exactly the same. Like, for example, this one doesn't have like the lines and stuff like that. So a little bit different. Also, this is like a hard plastic cover. This is a cardstock type cover. So hopefully it'll stand up, but size wise, these are exactly the same. The biggest size difference is in my new planner. So currently this is the Colibri planner that I'm using. So size wise, I think it's a 7x9 if I remember correctly. And then let me just get all of these out of the way. This is my new planner. So size wise, it's a pretty big difference. I determined that I am not like ever going to be carrying my planner around. That is literally the purpose that I have this small monthly planner, so that I can take it with me, just throw it in my bag or whatever, and then plan as I need to on the go. But I don't know if Colibri offered this 8.5 by 11 size before, because I'm typically pretty keen on getting a larger size planner because I write a lot, but I don't remember seeing it. So I wanted to try it this year. And when I tell you, she thick. She's a big girl. So when I open it up, if I can even get the whole thing in the frame. When I open it up, it's super pretty. I've not touched this planner. I've not written in it. There are no sticky notes, nothing. I literally just got these. So you've got your 2026, 2027 calendar. This is a 12-month planner, so it's got all of the tabs. And I did do, I think I did grayscale for the interior because I didn't want any color. One thing that I have noticed is that the pages are basically exactly the same. It's just that you're able to write larger font. So not super thrilled about that part. I would have loved like to keep the same spacing on the lines and then just have additional space to actually write. So this is actually like one of your pre-planning pages where you can kind of write out some of your goals, kind of start getting those things working, or you can use this as your like goal page. And it's got career, health, wealth, family, lifestyle, and personal. Then of course you've got your holiday list for 2026 and 2027. And then birthday tracking. And then again, for each month, you have your main focus, your goals, your to-do list, your monthly spread. Then you've got your monthly budget sheet. And then for each week, you've got your menu planning page with your grocery list and notes. And then you've got your weekly spread, which is something I tend to customize depending on how I'm going to use it. You've got your weekly habit tracking, your weekly hydration, and then, you've got a notes page after each week. This is something that I want to start utilizing heavily. This year, I could not determine what I wanted to use it for, so I've kept it blank thus far, and I absolutely hate that I do that. Because in my brain, if I can't find a specific way that I want to use something, I leave it blank, like I'm saving it for something. And I'm not sure why I do that, but it is something that I do. So if I went to any of these spreads, I can show you. You can see through where I've used the week, but this page is completely blank just because I wasn't sure what I wanted to use it for, and then I never really used it at all. So that is something that I want to work on this coming year, just utilizing all of my space in my planner as much as I can. But again, I mean, I loved this planner this year, so I wanted to use the larger size and see how I liked that. In the back, there are important dates, which I don't, now that I'm like braining this together, I don't like that there's, well, that's, I guess, for the following months, but then how come there's a birthday tracker in the beginning and then important dates back here? My brain says that we want them to be one for each and just be important. Anyways, moving on. That's important dates for the following 12 months, password tracker, contacts tracker, and then you've got, what is that? Okay. Well, you've got notes, all of these notes pages, and these are what I use for tracking. For tracking all of my goals, I print out my grids and I fill them in as the year goes by. And then you've got sticker pages back here too. I think there's 2 of these. So 2 sticker pages. And then you've got a double-sided folder pocket. And this year I'm going with like a minimalist black like aesthetic. And these covers are like, they're like buttery soft. They're very smooth. So I do like the covers and the way those feel. This is a very large, very bulky planner, but I am very excited because I do think that it's going to work great. I did love this planner. I have been loving this planner. It has stood up so far this year, and we are midway through August, so I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon. But those are the 2 planners that I'm using for my personal planning next year. And then I will be deciding what planner I'm going to use for my Plan With Me's for next year. Just have not quite decided yet. I might go with an Erin Condren again, or maybe a Happy Planner. I'm not sure. Maybe even a Passion Planner. I mean, if you guys have an opinion, definitely leave that in the comment section below. I hope you guys had fun taking a peek at what I'll be using next year. And have a great week ahead. And of course, as always, happy planning. Bye.